Good morning, true crime fans. Okay, so hang on. Oh, I'm so sleepy today. Okay, I got up early because I was going to listen to the tapes from the Lori Vallow Daybell trial from yesterday. They put the tapes out so late last night that I fell asleep. So I was like, oh, I have to wake up early. And then I started listening to them, and then I fell back asleep because I got up too early. Anyway, I heard the pertinent parts, and so I'm here to report live to you from my office space about everything that happened. So Melanie Gibb, that is Lori Vallow Daybell's BFF, was called to the stand, and she spent the majority of the day on the stand. Honestly, she ain't say anything new. If you followed this case at all, and if you have sort of stayed up with like Melanie's various interviews and whatever, she just said all the things that we already knew, only she said them on tape. And she sounded calm and innocent and like the very nice lady next door. In truth, Melanie is pretty much the same as Lori. The only difference is that Melanie didn't have like an affair with Chad or whatever. What is the appeal of Chad Daybell? For the life of me. One thing though I had not realized, and that is that Lori and Melanie didn't know each other for that long. So let me get this straight. You meet a nice lady at church, fantastic. You become fast friends, great. You pray together, you hang out together, you go get coffee together, great. Then shortly after, you find out that your BFF is having an affair. Okay, who am I to judge? Yes, we met at church and that requires like certain things of us and we have certain morals or whatever. Fine, have your affair. Honestly, if you're my girlfriend and you're having an affair, I'm not going to tell on you. That's not my place. I want to know all the details. How'd you meet him? What does your husband know? When does everybody do everything? Do you like y'all sneak off to hotels? Are you in the back of your car? We too old to be in the back of the car? What if you get a gear shift in the back? Like, I need to know all the details, but I'm not going to tell. Here's where you lose me, right? So you start killing people and I find out about it. Well, you lost me there. Like, I will be a good friend. I am a very good friend. If you want to cheat on your husband, girl, as long as you share with me all the details, I'm good. I'll keep your secret. What I'm not going to do for you, I'm not going to lie for you. So if your husband comes to me and says, is she cheating on me? I'm going to be like, yeah. That dude over there, isn't he cute? Yeah. She all about him. So don't ask me to lie because that is not my gift. You see how much I'm a blabbermouth? I'm a blabbermouth in all circumstances. So, if I'm a blabbermouth, maybe you shouldn't tell me all the details. I just put that together now. Anyway, but I have had girlfriends who have cheated on their husbands. Shout out to y'all. I know who you are. I can keep a secret. I'm not going to keep a secret from police. I'm not going to keep a secret. You know what? I would even keep a secret from your husband. What I would advise your husband, don't ask me nothing because I'm not a liar. Don't ask me. Keep your husband away from me. Tell me all your secrets. And I'm not going to tell any of our other girlfriends. I'm not going to tell it on the YouTubes. I'm not going to put it on Facebook. Nothing like that. I will not blackmail with you with that information, partially because my memory's not that good. And I'm going to be like, wait, who are you married to again? Who did your wife sleep? I'm not entirely certain. Also, in my age category, we tend not to have the greatest memory. A girlfriend of mine, I'm not going to say her name. Hey, girl. A girlfriend of mine got like a little burner phone from Walmart because she had a crush on this dude. And she was like, I'm going to give the dude the number for the secret burner phone. And so me and him can communicate. And so she gave the dude the number and then she lost the phone. And I was like, you're not good at affairs. Like, how you gonna lose the phone? She's like, no. I'm sure I'll find it. And then she found it again. She's like, oh, I found the phone. I was like, oh, good. Did he call you? And she was like, I don't know because I forgot to turn it on. Oh, no, she forgot to charge it. So she's not good at affairs. So I don't know if it's an affair if you didn't actually like get together with the person. She lusted in her heart. But then maybe the devil or the Lord or somebody conspired with her to make her too forgetful to actually have an affair. But she did conspire in her heart. And according to Jimmy Carter, well, that is the same as having an affair. Anyway, all of that to say, Melanie Gibbs is on the stand, and she has been with Lori while Lori has had this affair. She has aided and abetted this affair. She kept Lori's secrets, but also Melanie Gibb had a boyfriend who she was very close with, and it's not like they had a chaste relationship. I think that's against most people's religions too, but who am I to judge? Because I am a big fan of fornication. Not so much adultery, but fornication, yes, please. I was all about that fornication life. And if I was single, I would still be about that fornication life. Don't judge me. I am a woman and I have a need, and I plan to fulfill them all. Anyway, so she's hanging out with her girlfriend. Her girlfriend's committing adultery. She's committing fornication. It's all good. Everything is fine. Then the cops get involved. You're not putting me in your police mess. So Lori calls her up like, hey, girl, I know I told you that I sent JJ back to live with his grandmother and them, but if the cops call, JJ's with you. Nope. Well, first they said if the cops call, don't answer. I got questions. Why am I not answering? What am I not saying? What did you tell the cops? Why you got my name in your mouth as it relates to the police officer? What I'm not going to do is go to jail for you. You know I'm too cute to go to prison. I can't go to prison. I won't sleep in a bad hotel. Why would I sleep in prison? No, officer, she right there. I don't know what she did with that baby. She was talking about killing them. I would dig up her backyard. That would be me talking to the police. No, I'm not going to go to prison. So Melanie was like, oh, shoot. I might be evil and I might be supporting her in her adultery. And I might have known ahead of time that she was going to kill her husband and he was going to kill his wife. And I might have known that they were murderers, but now they have included my name in the situation. So I'm going to have to clear all of this up. Hello, officer. Don't you mind me? I'm going to get them on tape saying that I'm innocent. Melanie did not record Lori Vallow because she was trying to catch her in something. Lori recorded a phone call with Lori Vallow to clear her own name. Now, that is shady, shady, shady. Also, I do not blame her at all. You not involving me in your prison mess. And you see how that worked out? Melanie Gibb is out here in these streets giving interviews to everybody who will have her. And Lori Vallow Daybell is sitting with her behind in prison talking about zombies and spirits and portals and light and dark. All of this was dark. We're going to act like all of this wasn't dark? And apparently, when Melanie first met Lori gave her some very interesting information. For me, this type of information would have disqualified you from being counted among my friend group. But they have different standards. I'm talking before she started killing kids, before she found out about zombies, before she was having an affair with Mr. Potato Head, Chad Daybell. Don't he look like a potato? No wonder he moved to Idaho so he could blend, because that man looks like a potato. Anyway, Lori was like, so Melanie, girl, let's get some coffee. I gotta sit down and tell you what happened to me the other day. So they sipping their Starbucks or tea or whatever they're having, and she was like, so I was at the temple last week and I was hanging out with Jesus. And Melanie was like, what, girl? And Lori was like, yeah. Me and Jesus, we real cool. Okay, fine. I know some very religious people who were like, me and Jesus, we like this. We BFFs. Okay, cool. You could be cool with Jesus. Fine. That's your business. That probably just makes you a Christian. She was like, yeah, me and Jesus were married in another life. Disqualified. Nope. Thank you for playing. Good night and goodbye. It's unlikely that this friendship's going to continue. Then she goes on to say, like, you know who else I was married to? Now, at this point in my mind, if this was my friend, I would be like, oh, we not friends, so you can just tell me whatever, because I want to be entertained by your crazy. So she was like, I was married to the angel Moroni. For the uninitiated, the angel Moroni is associated with like the founding of the Book of Mormon and the Church of Mormon and whatever, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm not entirely certain how Moroni is involved, but they have like statues of him on top of the Mormon temples. But apparently you're not supposed to call the Mormons the Mormons anymore. You're supposed to call them the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or LDS for Latter-day Saints. That's a mouthful. Mormons is just easier. I know you don't like Mormons because it has like a bad connotations. Can you call yourselves Momos or something like that? I'm going to need y'all to have a nickname. LDS is good. Momos works for me. So anyway, Lori was going around telling folks she was married to the king of the Momos. And I was like, okay, girl, listen, my coffee is cold. I'm going to have to go. She was nuts before she met Chad. So she got some of that good potato love from Chad, and she just went all the way around the bend and started killing people. But prior to meeting Chad, oh, she was crazy, extra strength crazy. Also, what I'm noticing among all the women in this group, a history of trauma. I am not a psychologist, but I recognize trauma when I see it. B, a need to be special. And C, a lot of like arrogance and egocentricity and self-importance. That is true of Zulema. That is true of Chad, although I think Chad like created his own trauma. I mean, he had trauma from being a potato, also being kind of the loser of his family. Lori, with her 5,000 marriages and her inappropriate, intimate relationship with her brother. I'm not saying they did nothing, but I'm saying if it looked like a duck and quack like a duck. And then Melanie Gibbs, who was just like, I don't know what her deal was. She said she had a bad marriage. Okay, but that don't make you this kind of crazy. And then the niece, Melanie, who had a mother who died when she was young, and I don't know where the father. All of these people were primed to be in a cult. This is like cult handbook 101. You want to be in a cult? So along comes the king of all the potato people. And he's like, we're really special. And all these other little land of the misfit toys are like, we are. I didn't realize I was special. How can I be special? Oh, I might have been married to Jesus. You know what? I was probably Beyonce in another life. I could flip my hair. Oh no, that's Jada Pinkett Smith's daughter. I don't know. But I think I was special too. You can just make these things up. I was married to King George, and so I was queen, gossip, rumor, and innuendo in another life. So now all y'all should follow me and do the things I say. That's not how cults work. Like, to me, that sounds like that's how cults work. So they took what they learned in their Mormon faith and sort of twisted it and turned it around and made it something special. And honestly, a lot of I would say these women were brainwashed. I don't think a full wash was required. A light rinse got it done for them. Like they didn't need the full wash because they were probably not entirely all there to start with. All of that to say, it was an interesting day in court. On top of that, Lori's formerly very soft-spoken attorney, somebody must have turned up his microphone. They must have put some caffeine in his malto meal or something. I don't know if he's LDS or not, because I know our LDS friends do not enjoy the caffeine. I, on the other hand, enjoy lots and lots of caffeine. I'm a big sinner. Anyway, he stood up and he made objections today. He had things to say. I mean, mostly he was like, I'm just saying this to preserve it for appeal. Okay, so you understand you're going to lose. Okay, fine. Good. Do what you got to do, boo-boo. And he was just like, I object. Melanie spent the whole morning on the stand, and at the end of it, he was like, Your Honor, I would like this witness's entire testimony stricken from the record. The judge was like, all of it? She just spent the whole day up here talking. All of it? All of it. He was like, yes, Your Honor, all of it. He was like, we're going to have to deal with this out of the presence of the jury. And then, so he excused the jury, and the judge said, what the F? Not in those words, you know. He used judicial language, but he was like, wait, what now? And the very quiet lawyer, Mr. Archibald, whatever his name is, was just like, we talked about this before, and you shot me down, and you said I was not allowed to do this. And so I wasn't sure if it was more polite for me to object before she started speaking or after she spent the whole day on the trial. But I do want to preserve all of this on appeal. The judge was like, oh, Okay, so you're going to do this for every witness? And he was like, yes, Your Honor, I am, because I don't think any of these people should talk against my client, because if they keep talking about her, she's going to go to prison for the rest of her life. And the judge was like, oh, gotcha. Defense, do you have anything to say? And the defense was like, yeah, if they keep talking, she going to prison for a very long time. But I understand his desire to not have that happen. And so we think you should let the people talk. And the judge was like, okay, thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, what she said was fine. We gonna let that stand. And then the judge, the lawyer's attorney was like, one more thing, Your Honor. I plan to object to every single one of the witnesses. So is it better for you if I object before or after? Can I make just like a blanket objection to everybody right now, or what would you prefer? And I don't remember the judge's answer because I was laughing so hard. And then he finished it with, Your Honor, could you please tell them not to cut my brake lines because I help the homeless. Because, you know, he's scared. He's scared. People don't like Lori Vallow, and he's afraid they're going to take it out on him because that happened over the history of his life. He defended some other bad guy, and his office got firebombed. And so now every time he stands up, when he stands up, mostly he's scared to stand up. He's like, hi, please don't firebomb my office. I have questions. Please don't cut my brakes. I'm just going to ask you some very gentle questions. I adopt homeless children. Bless him. This is going to be a long trial for him as he basically pleads for his life while kind of trying to keep Lori out of jail. We've all seen 2020. She going to jail. That's okay. In the meantime, I'm going to entertain myself while she tricks up the dollars of the good people of Idaho, while we wait for Mr. Potato Head's trial to come in a couple of months. I think it would have saved us a lot of time and energy if we did both of these trials together, but I understand why they're not. Chad is getting a separate trial. And okay, good luck, Chad. One final thing. Nobody is there to support Lori. Not her mother, not her father, not her siblings, not anybody she's ever met, not her fellow cult members. Dang, even Charlie Manson had people who was like, we love you, Charlie. Not Lori Vallow Daybell. I mean, clearly women are judged more harshly in general, but nobody. Maybe her imaginary friends are there behind her. I wonder what story she has made up for herself to justify that nobody, not one living soul, is there to support her. That is a sorry state of affairs, Miss Lori. But they say she was laughing and giggling and having a good time with her lawyers. Okay. So I guess she has gotten over the mental distress she was having from hearing about the deaths of her children the other day. So clearly that's passed. Good to know. So 24 hours and a good night's sleep and you can forget all about the murders you committed. Okay, now we know who you are. She's going to jail for life. So this trial is just performance and fodder for the media, also for me. And it's going to be very interesting when they do the court case. But for the most part, Miss Lori going to jail. I'm waiting for something unexpected to happen. So far, nothing, except for the state of the bodies of those children. That was horrific. But, and Lori was very upset about it for 3 to 4 minutes, but that's all past now. So I guess we can get over it too. I'm gonna get over it soon as she's in jail. Okay. I need to go do some stretching and maybe freshen my coffee because I talked too long and now my coffee is cold. Y'all have a great day and I will talk to you later. Bye.